guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book, Networking Like a Pro, and creator of the popular program, How to Expand Your Reach and Become a Trusted Authority in Your Field. Now, today I am fired up because we are going to talk about one of the biggest challenges and really hurdles that people have when it comes to becoming a trusted authority. It's actually something that I say, avoid this at all costs if you're trying to become a trusted authority. Because here's the thing, for people who are trying to be able to do some of these things, if they don't get to that point of becoming a trusted authority, here's what happens. Nobody actually believes them. Nobody knows that they exist. And it's not because that they're a bad coach or they're a bad consultant or don't know their stuff or anything like that. It's just because people don't know that they are out there. They're simply not aware that they are out there, and they're not aware that the person in question is somebody that they could potentially hire as a coach or a consultant. Conversely, when you do some of these things that we're going to talk about here today real quick and you implement them, a lot of things happen and they are all good. First of all, people know that you're out there. Secondly, they see you as somebody who is credible. Third, they see you as somebody who knows their stuff. Fourth, they see you as a problem solver that can potentially handle their issue or challenge. And fifth, they are very open to pulling out their checkbook and hiring you as a coach or a consultant or bringing you in. Now, what we're going to talk about here today real quick is the one thing that avoid at absolutely all costs, and that is perfectionism, okay? A lot of times, and I was like this myself, you know, you're going out and you're trying to create some video, or you're going out and you're trying to create some audio, or you're going out and creating some type of content, you know, to get out there and get it out to the world and stuff like that. And there's this tendency to kind of be like, oh, well, it's not perfect. It's not exactly the way I think it should be. And here's what I tell people. I was actually talking with a client of mine about this a few days ago at the beginning of the week. And one of the things that I told him, because we were going through this, creating video and stuff like that. And one of the things I was telling him was, listen, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be able to put yourself on a limit. You say it's going to be 5 times or it's going to be 10 times. I'm going to do 7 takes of this piece. Right? I'll give myself permission to do, 6 or 7 times. All right. And then after the 7th one, I'm going to go through what they have and I'm just going to pick it. Like, that's what's going to happen. And, at first you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's interesting. It doesn't have to be 7. I personally do 3 going forward now. But you think to yourself, wow, that's interesting. Putting a number, how does that help? Well, what happens is it gets you out of the mindset of I need to achieve this degree of perfection, and it puts you into the mindset of, okay, let's go out there, let's do a good job. There's a cap to this. I have a certain amount of time. It makes it so that you're not going all over the place and spending 30 minutes doing one piece of content. All right, it gets it out there and allows you to be able to be more consistent, because make no mistake about it. People, when it comes to becoming a trusted authority, they are looking for consistency. They are looking for, excuse me, they're looking for consistency. They're looking for credibility. They're looking for, they need to know that you exist and it's awareness, right? And they're not looking for this big old, whatever. That's a perfect example. The fact that I just coughed just now. So I could just be like, oh, that's not perfect. Or I can just move on. I chose to move on because consistency is something that people respect, and it's past a threshold value. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be good enough where people know that you exist, see that you're out there, and move on from there. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Avoid at all risk any type of perfectionistic tendencies. What I do, and I recommend this for others, is come up with a number. All right, I'm going to do 7 takes of this, or 5, or 3 for me, and that's it. That's it. And a take, just so you know, is anything where you are, you go into it and you say a few seconds, like a sentence or 2. That's a take, okay? And you get, let's say 7 of those, and then you save them, and then off you go. So anyway, I'm hoping that makes sense for you. As a matter of fact, feel free to like, share, or comment below. I love hearing what people have to say relating to this, and I answer and reply back to any comments personally. So if you want to be able to do that, you certainly can. If you have some questions on that, you absolutely can. None of that is a problem. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.